third episode of this VoxPop series. VoxPop video is an initiative by Progressive Students Forum to deliver into the larger public what does TISS think about various issues in and out of campus, including contemporary discussion happening in our country. Here at the third episode, we are bringing you what are the popular opinion in the TISS campus about the state of secularism in India. We know India is the largest democratic country in the world, which is built upon a secular framework. But watching recent developments happened in the country, what are the various concerns about state of secularism, and or what do TISS think about future of Indian democracy? So let's have a look.
The Babri Masjid case has always been controversial and never fails to create ripples in the society. And now, with the jury's verdict out and open, the state of secularism is being questioned by many.
पूरा देश जानता है कि इसमें कौन दोषी हैं, कौन कौन थे, सारा देश इसमें जानता है, लेकिन इससे बहुत बड़ा धक्का लगने वाला है हमारे संविधान को, हमारे डेमोक्रेसी को और हमारे सेक्युलरिज्म को.
If we look at the headlines, the newspaper reports the photographs or videos of late 1980s, early 1990s, we can clearly see leaders like L.K. Advani, Uma Bharati calling for demolition and making a Ram Mandir in its place.
There were like more than 800 witnesses, several tapes, recordings, everything were there.
Even though the court accepted that the demolition was unlawful and unconstitutional, and in recent timeline we found out that all the 32 accused are acquitted. So who were behind this demolition? Did it fall on its own, just like the GDP of Indian economy? Was it just like an act of God?
Every institution's really becoming puppets of the ruling party.
What is government doing? The government is doing nothing, but they are nourishing these attacks. When we take the issue of CAA, NRG, the recent case, the Babri Masjid issue, it is clearly says that the Indian secularism is under attack.
And I think if that doesn't disturb each one of us, regardless of which religious community we identify with, then I think there is something really, really wrong with the fabric of society that we belong to.
उसके ऊपर सबसे बड़ा नुकसान जो हुआ है भारत को, वो सेक्युलरिज्म पे हुआ है, क्योंकि ये कोर प्रिंसिपल है हमारे संविधान का, हमारे डेमोक्रेसी का, सेक्युलरिज्म, जिससे हमारे आपसे भाईचारे में बना रहे.
By creating a sense of trust among the minority communities. For secularism is at stake in our country, along with stability, integrity, communal peace and harmony.
Discussing whose religion is better or superior is divisive in nature, and I think for a diverse country like India, the conversation should be around being more inclusive and not more and more dividing.
You see advertisements being pulled down that show two religious communities coexisting and making allowances for each other. You see people enraged at that rather than being enraged on real issues that we are facing.
One needs to know how and when to draw a line between religion and politics.
We argue that secularism is under threat in recent scenario, but what we tend to forget is that the spirit of secularism was hurt when ex-Prime Minister of India opened the gate of the disputed land in 1986, which led to infamous Ramrath Yatra by L.K. Advani, and the final demolition of the Ayodhya Mosque took place in 1992.
We can say that in the Constitution, there is a significant focus given so that the minority religions would be protected. And the same connection that is helped to discuss and act upon different atrocities that is practiced inside religion. But at the same time, it is clear that these two entities, religion and state, should be distanced from each other. And it is important to be heard. The different voices, different narratives of different people have to be heard.
When the ruling class is trying to deprive the fundamental rights of the minorities that the Constitution guarantees, we cannot afford to have these judicial setbacks, which is threatening the secular fabric of this country.
There has been constant attack and also defense of the idea of same, beginning from the anti-CAA protests, Delhi communal riot, Tablighi Jamaat, and the Babri Masjid. What is common to all these is the constant cornering or targeting of one particular community. There can be seen a constant hate mongering on the basis of religion, setting targets on people's back on the basis of religion.
I think it's really important for us to understand that how the Hindu nationalist state has evolved over a period of time and how it has instilled fear among every individual who is not an upper class Hindu.
But historically speaking, irrespective of which ruling party we have seen the Indian nation state favoring a certain religion or being strongly influenced by the Brahminical hegemony.
And it's destroying the constitutional principles of our country on the basis of identity.
Well, if this trend goes on and if we still remain silent regarding all these attacks, obviously it can, at the end of the day, it may even endanger our democratic upbringing.
If we call secularism as a Western concept, then so is democracy. I believe in the secular future of India, even though in recent past decades, I have seen deterioration of the secular, diverse, multicultural fabric of Indian society. I want to believe in a secular future.
Thank you everyone for watching the video. See you in next episode.